Hey, it's Gabe, and this is part 4 for our intro to lead guitar. And today we're going to be talking about two other applications for the minor pentatonic scale that we've been using for the other lessons. So the first is using it to play over the blues, and then the second is turning it into the major pentatonic, and it's a really easy tweak that we're going to make. So get tuned up, and let's do it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our minor pentatonic scale that we've been talking about and use it to play over the blues. This is really simple. Essentially, it's the same thing as what you'd be thinking if you're playing over any minor chord progression. Whatever the first chord is determines what the scale is going to be. So if I'm doing a blues in A, I'm going to use an A minor pentatonic over that entire thing. If it's a blues in C, I'm going to move up to C. And I can use that C minor pentatonic over the entire structure of the blues. The blues is a really good vehicle to try out your pentatonic lines. It's something that forms the basis for rock and classic rock and metal and everything else. It comes from the blues. So if you can play over the blues, you'll be able to use your lines over pretty much anything. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a backing track. It's in the key of A, so a blues in A. And I'm going to use my A minor pentatonic over the entire thing. So here we go. Okay, so moving on, we are going to get into what is called the major pentatonic scale. So essentially, it's the exact same thing as what we've been doing. The only difference is instead of focusing on the first finger, so if I'm thinking A minor, I'm going to be starting from that A. So I want to make it something major, so I'm going to be thinking what that note is underneath the pinky on the 6th string. So in this case, it happens to be C. So if I start my scale from the pinky, you can hear it sounds a little different because we're focusing not on the A anymore. I'm focusing on the C. So that means if I'm playing C major, C major, right, normal open chord, I can use the C major pentatonic scale. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a backing track, and you'll hear that it works the same way as everything else that we've been doing. It just now is going to sound a little bit happier. So this backing track, it's C going to a B flat, going to F, going back to B flat. So again, I'm just going to play C major over the whole thing. I'm going to play the scale a couple times. So you hear I'm revolving around the C. If I try and hit that A as sort of the starting note, it doesn't sound as resolved. So now I'm going to be a little more free. I'm going to use some bends, some slides, pull-offs, hammers, all that kind of stuff, but major. Alright, so I hope you get the idea with these two new applications for the minor pentatonic scale, and I will see you in the next lesson where we're going to be doing some licks using this scale. So see you next time.